philosophy of Michael Johnson Performance is the same for any athlete at any level, because it starts with looking at the athlete. The training philosophy here follows a philosophy that's proven successful that I developed when I was competing as an athlete. We're teaching them about their bodies. We're teaching them how to be better athletes.
You know, the facility is nice, it's flashy, it looks good, but the first 5 minutes I spent with Lance Walker are what really brought me into this place. Him teaching me his strategies on performance, conditioning, speed training, explosive power. For my position, it's not as much about the 40 and the straightaway speed as it is just explosive power and how to get that pop off the line and how to get your hips faster and more flexible.
A couple of my teammates had come out here and did some of the specialty training with the SST. So I was like, let me go check it out, and I got over here and stuff was different. You know, I was able to get more central work as far as, you know, one-on-one, you know, versus being in a group. It's a little hard to really concentrate on just one guy when you got to make up a program for 60, 70 guys.
My agent, he had hit me up and told me that, you know, Michael Johnson was starting a facility in Dallas. He didn't know too much about it, but he thought I should check it out. When I came in just looking at the facility, I was like, man, yeah, this is, first class facility. So, you know, first things first is he putting, you know, the atmosphere and putting, you know, all the tools and everything necessary to, you know, train at the maximum ability.
One of the reasons why I chose to come down here, I had options of about 2 or 3 other facilities that I was looking at. Chose this facility because it was very similar to Nebraska in my opinion, especially with the weight room. And I mean, for speed, you just gotta say Michael Johnson.
And I seen the facility, and you know, it was one of the best facilities that was out, and they had a lot of good guys that came here before me, you know, Dan McFadden, Felix Jones, those guys that came out of the same conference as me. And those guys, they was pretty high draft picks and they performed well at the combine, so I wanted to come here and work out with the best.
Well, when I first got here, it was just coming and trying to work on a dream, just trying to get better and go out to the combine and perform good for the scouts that were coming to watch us at the combine. You know, you got here and we met up with some more players and worked out, and I feel like it was the best workout I ever had in my career.
You know, for a professional, it's pretty much everything when it comes to the physical fitness, when it comes to rehab, when it comes to just anything as far as tweaks or anything you want to work on. And that's one thing you can get the whole package here. And that's one thing I do like, where you come to one place, one facility, you know, and you can even change it up. You know, they got a pool workout, you know, they got a bike workout. So, and then you have cross training. You know, there's different kinds of athletes here, whether it's football, baseball, track guys, you got a ballet guy here. And so, you know, you get to meet different kinds of athletes and just see how they train.
Well, I trained at a couple different places, but what sets them apart, when I came in, they did a lot of tests to understand what you needed to work on. So they put me through a series of tests and understood how my body was working. And they over the past 4 or 5 weeks, they've done specific things to help me generate the looseness and get those things firing. So in other places, that they just go right in. They have good work, but they're not as detailed as some of the things I've seen Lance and the guys do.
You know, this place here at MJP, they get you prepared for specifics, you know what I mean? They break down in the detail your drills, you know, running form, you know, you got to break your running form to run faster, and that's what Mike did here, you know. Everybody had a running form coming in that they thought was good. They increment a couple things to make you run a lot faster and a lot smoother.
You get to concentrate on position-specific movements. You come in here, you work on your explosiveness. If you want to get faster, you can work on your speed. It's everything. It's got a world-class weight room. It's got the outdoor turf field. It's got the pool if you want to get the pool work. It's got his own athletic training staff. You know, if you're nicked up, need some treatment. He's got it. It's all in one.
I think the greatest thing for a younger guy is they get to watch, you know, the guys that have made it, the guys that have been through the process, and to watch them still work as hard or harder than, you know, when you were young and when you were in college. I think it's a good motivator. It's a good motivator tool just to see that no matter at what level that you play, that you still have to grind, that you still have to, you know, pay attention to the details, to the little things, and you can do that here. You know, you have enough staff that, you know, can watch guys individually and see, you know, what they're lacking and what they need, and work on that, perfect on that.
You know, I drive past 3 other training facilities to get here every day, and it takes me 45 minutes, but I do it, and I get here because it's consistent. Lance is consistent, all the coaches here are consistent, and they do a great job of getting you in here, getting you warmed up, getting your body prepped up, ready to go, and then they put you through some work. And it's challenging, and that's what I like about it, is that it's challenging, it's fun. And I also like the guys that I work out with here. We've got a group of guys who have been here coming 3 years every off season. We can build off each other and just get better, and that's what it's about here at MJP, is getting better.
You learn from the best and want to become the best, so that was my mindset in that aspect.
I feel like I'm in some of the best shape that I've been in since I was in college, you know, and I feel like being here and working out and getting pushed by the other guys has helped me out the most.
The only mandate that we have here, do you want to improve? I don't care where you are. Do you want to get better? Do you want to throw every resource you can physically and mentally at that? If so, come on, come train with us. You're a part of our team.